Yeah, I was gonna say, was that a conscious decision when you?
because I just have a lot to say. So I was always like, yeah, I can't wait to do interviews, you know? So yeah.
Absolutely. So I know you're about to go out on tour for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah.
Um, what has that process been like getting ready for that?
Um, well, I was doing tour rehearsals the past like 5 days. Uh, the first day I was like, holy fuck, this is crazy. I don't know any of the words. So I was like, man, I was a little shook. I can't even lie. I was like, wow. Uh, it just, everything felt strange because I really haven't been on stage in 2 years. So everything felt a little just strange. But then like day two, day three, day four, I was like, all right, cool. It was like riding a bike a little bit.
Is
So
it do
should be
you
good.
get nervous before you get on stage usually?
No, no,
It just feels
no.
natural to have
Yeah, I like,
10,000 people looking.
yeah, I don't know. I got into a place where uh, I would get nervous when it wasn't my fans, if I was opening for someone, you know, because then you're
Yeah.
like, fuck, I got to win these people over and whatever, whatever. But um, ever since it was like, I knew everyone is there for me, it was more like an adrenaline rush. I feel like I might be nervous though before this first show just because it's been a minute. I'm concerned about my cardio. I'm doing like 40 songs, and I'm concerned about remembering the shit. I'm like, I think I'm gonna get a teleprompter to give me the fucking words for the first show. Yeah,
Shit, well, you've done, I was going to ask, this year you went back to your format of dropping weekly records,
yeah.
which means you probably got a pretty large catalog of new material that you're going to
Hmm.
be unveiling. Um, what's the process for that? And also, what inspired you to go weekly again?
I just what inspired me is like I have so much music, and it's like when I sit there and look at my computer, and I'm like, all right, I got 90 something, 100 something songs unreleased. I'm like, if I put out 14 songs a year in an album, I'm never getting around to putting out a lot of these. And I learned with Best on Earth um, that you never know what song is going to be a song that's does damage for you. So who am I to sit there and judge my music and say nah or yeah? You don't even fucking know. Not in today's day and age. It's like I'm not playing the guessing game. I'm putting out everything and I'm letting the people pick. Um, and that method has always worked for me. You know, even from an analytics standpoint, like every song I've put out this year damn near has more streams than every song on my last album, aside from like the hits. So people don't listen to albums, and like the numbers for everyone shit damn near says that. Like, you know, they listen to albums, but we live in the generation where you hear the album once and then you take the songs you like from it and add it to your playlist and keep it pushing. So
So, do you
I
think
think
there's, oh, sorry.
I was going to say that's one thing I love about your story, Russ, that you leverage data and use that so well
yeah,
and to your advantage. And you were so early on a platform like SoundCloud. What do you see as like the future of the music industry when we see things like NFTs and live streaming and like VR as it relates
yeah.
to music? So I would love to get your POV on that, just because you're intact and you've leveraged platforms and like I said, things like data. Like, what's your POV on that?
Yeah, I mean, the NFT world is so interesting to me. I'm still getting super educated on it. I think there's something really crazy there, though, for sure. But I think, I don't. Depending on your perspective, unfortunately or fortunately, it's moving towards a very. We're already there, a very single based uh, business. Like I said, people put out albums, sure, but at the end of the day, what is all of this music industry runoff right now? Playlisting. You feel me? Like everyone's trying to get their song playlisted, and that's all it is. And like because the reality is this: if I go get if I get two songs right playlisted on today's top hits and Rap Caviar, and they sit there for fucking 6 months each, and let's say they go 5 times platinum each, right? Obviously, that's a great scenario, but let's say they do. Those two songs going 5 times platinum each, you throw them on an album, the rest of the album could get fucking 10 streams. Your album is platinum. 5 million singles is 500,000 albums sold. So you get two 5 times platinum songs on an album where the rest of the songs, fucking who gives a shit. and your album is platinum. So it's just like, and everyone is chasing numbers now. So when you realize that, oh, to get a platinum album, all I really need is like 2 big songs, you're going to be focused on the playlisting and all that. So it's very single oriented, which is kind of like, I feel like I was pretty prophetic in that. In 2015, I was putting out singles because I kind of figured that out. Um, so I don't know, I'm cool. I'm cool with it though, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to songs anyway. That's all people care about. Yeah, they care about albums, but they care about albums because they care about the songs. So I like just giving people a song at a time.
Do
you know,
do you feel like the album format has a role sort of in your legend as an artist?
yeah, for sure. Like I'm still gonna do albums. I personally still love albums because uh, I grew up in that era of mixtapes on Dat Piff, and
Yep,
like I grew up with that. So someone said, "Just saw you at Target." Yeah, I was getting socks. But that's incredible. Yeah, no, I still feel like the albums have a really cool place. I think it's more for like the artists. I don't think fans really give a fuck like that. They do, but at the same time, fans can say whatever. We have the numbers and the back end information. Y'all don't care about albums as much as singles.
yeah,
That's what the numbers say. You feel me? So, like I said though, I'm cool with it because I make so much music that I'm not sitting there like banging my head against the wall just to only make 15 songs a year and try to scrape together a 10-song classic thing. It's like I make fucking 5 songs a week, so whatever, you know.
totally. We got a bunch of questions actually off of our YouTube page. Kids that wanted to follow up on the interview that we did. Let me grab my phone here.
Okay, and I gotta
Let's see.
leave for the airport in like 2 minutes. I'm sorry,
Yes,
but yeah.
Noah, I have one question from
go.
our audience.
Vida, Chomp 2 is on the way. Someone said, do you own any NFTs? Yeah, I've had CryptoPunks for like 6 months, so I'm about to cash out crazy.
See, Russ, you were early on that one too.
You and me
Shout out to
both.
Gary Vee for putting me on.
So we have a question from Caden Henson. He said, Russ, do you now or did you ever use any promotions or ads running? Do you have ads running when you drop your music?
I do now, but in 2015, I did not. People always find that really hard to believe, but you have to go back to the landscape of 2015, and like SoundCloud was booming and social media was not so algorithmic based. So I was able to, with fucking 10,000 followers, put up a video of me lip syncing something and it get 3,000 retweets, which like the ratio of followers to retweets, but that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays with the algorithms and everything, they make it harder for you to reach all your fans and things like that. So I wasn't spending any money on ads. I had no money to spend. So no, but now yeah, I dump money into Facebook posts like for tours and shit like that. But when I just put out a song though, I mean maybe on YouTube I'll run some ads, but it's really like the best advertising is word of mouth and good music. If the music is good, people will share it. So, or Rihanna, that's a good advertising as well.
Yes. Mar wanted to know, how has your songwriting process changed from the beginning to now?
My brain is more in the way now because I got older and my amygdala is fully developed. So that kind of gets in the way. I'm not fucking, you know, 18 anymore where I'm just like, I have no clue what's going on in life and I'm just a fucking, that just means free. That motion means free. So it's like that, it was an easier time to write because when you're not thinking so much, you're not really writing, you're just delivering, and you're just that. So, yeah.
Okay, Frank Doobie is wondering, what were the first steps in terms of learning how to mix and make beats?
Trial and error. And I was watching just hella YouTube videos. There was a guy named Ryan Tedder, not the one from One Republic, but
Oh,
yeah, no, this producer on YouTube who I think he was like from Pittsburgh, and I literally like remember vividly. It was like 11 years ago, some shit like that. But how to make a beat, and like I used to watch all of his shit. And he was so crazy. So it's really just researching, trial and error. Your shit's gonna sound bad at first, or at least mine did, and just sticking with it.
all right. Denny Cascade is a good final question. Is asking, What is the point of life, in your opinion?
Holy fuck.
That's
Well,
deep.
On your way to the airport.
no, I think the point is just to live. I don't think it's that complicated. I think a lot of people have like a very capitalistic, mindset of like, well, you got to do this and then you got to make money and then it did it. I don't know. I think like trees just grow and fucking shit just happens and it's nature. You're just supposed to fucking like live. And I guess at our like most basic primitive level, it's just to reproduce. So that's why like if all you ever did in life was have kids, I think you still probably did your job. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the whole point anyway. So I don't know. I just think like while we're here, just do whatever the fuck you want to do and, carve out as many moments of happiness for yourself and rock out.
For sure. Well, thank you for taking the time to jump on live with us. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate
Celebrating.
It. I want to get back
launch.
on live another time because this was a good convo and we should
Absolutely,
do more.
man.
Yeah, when
Totally
I'm
into
not
that.
rushing to the airport and shoving grilled chicken down my throat.
All right. Well, have a good show and, good luck on the tour.
Appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
Thanks,
All right,
Russ.
All right, bye.
All right. That was dope. Trisha, thank you for joining us. And thank you, everyone who has logged in, all 1,400 of you, and checking us out and, hopefully